Alright, so I know what you're thinking. Is this person about to actually say that The Phantom Menace is the best of the prequels? Well, yes. Yes, I am. And by the end of this video, I think I might just convince you. I promise you, this isn't clickbait. This is honestly a debate I've had with my friends for years. Now, before we start, a list of things that I will not be mentioning or addressing. Number 1, Jar Jar Binks. And that's it. That's the end of the list. I'm just with the rest of the world on Jar Jar, so Misa not going to be talking about it. One of the most underrated action scenes in the entire Star Wars saga is the pod race. Now, say what you want about sand and midichlorians, but that pod race, that is pure cinema. It's George Lucas in full 1970s car nerd mode, channeling Ben-Hur through a sci-fi lens. The sound design alone is chef's kiss. Each pod racer has a unique mechanical roar that feels tactile and dangerous. There's no dialogue for minutes at a time, just screeching engines, wild turns, and stakes that actually feel real. It's intense, grounded, and it still holds up today. Let's just listen to a few of those sounds now. It's one of the few moments in the prequels that feels truly alien and thrilling in a way that only Star Wars can. Now, let's talk about the elephant in the room, the acting. Yes, I'll admit, the performances in The Phantom Menace can be wooden, stilted. Jake Lloyd gets flack, Natalie Portman sounds like she's reading off an auto cue, and even Liam Neeson sounds like he's AI generated half the time. But here's the thing, this weird, formal stiffness, I think it actually kind of works in context. The Phantom Menace is a story about a galaxy that's dying on the inside. It's society in decay, wrapped in bureaucracy and hollow rituals. The Jedi Order is out of touch, the Republic is bloated, the people in this world are supposed to feel disconnected. So the awkward line readings,
I have a bad feeling about this.
I don't sense anything.
they actually reflect the sterile and emotional system. And when things finally do get messy in the next two films, it makes sense. The cracks start to show. It's weirdly intentional, or at least that's the theory I'm going with and I'm sticking with it. Fun fact, a lot of people will know this, but a lot of people won't. The Phantom Menace was the last Star Wars film that was shot entirely on film as opposed to digital. So the Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith were early adopters of digital cameras. They haven't aged that gracefully. A lot of the CGI backgrounds in those films now look a bit flat and plasticky. But the Phantom Menace, it still has weight, texture. You can feel the difference. You see this waterfall? That's salt, real salt. Miniatures were used extensively, sets were built, costumes are physical and not digital overlays. Naboo looks real, the Gungan City, the Senate Chamber, the pod racing arena, those all blend practical and digital in a way that holds up better today than you remember. George Lucas was still trying to bridge old school filmmaking with new technology, and because of that, The Phantom Menace has a cinematic grit that the later prequels just lack, in my opinion. Okay, we've got to talk about the man, the myth, the legend, Darth Maul. He's hardly got any lines, but he commands the screen like a silent movie villain from hell. That double-bladed lightsaber reveal still gives me chills now. The choreography in that final duel is peak Star Wars combat. It's fast, brutal, and elegant. In my opinion, I think that's the best lightsaber fight out of any of the Star Wars films, full stop. Duel of the Fates isn't just an epic piece of music, it's emotional, philosophical, it's the heartbeat of the whole trilogy. That fight isn't about who wins or dies, right? It's about the future of Anakin Skywalker. Will he be trained by a wise mentor, or someone still possessing grief and rage? Spoiler, the wrong guy wins. Maul's presence elevates the movie. He's the Vader of the prequels, he's mysterious, he's stylish, and he was gone way too soon. Let's be honest, Anakin Skywalker in The Phantom Menace isn't the most compelling character, but maybe he's not supposed to be. He's not really a person in this film, he's a symbol, he's potential. He's a child with incredible power who's about to be exploited by a bunch of people who think that they know what's best for him. The Jedi see him as the chosen one, the Sith see him as a tool, and Padme, well, she sees him as sweet and harmless, and weirdly, a future baby daddy. But nobody really sees him. That's tragic, that's the point, because the whole trilogy is about how no one listened to Anakin until it was too late. George Lucas swinging for the fences. Say what you want about the dialogue, the pacing, but Phantom Menace is the most bold of the prequels, and I'll stand by that. Lucas wasn't playing it safe with this one. He gave us a movie that starts with a trade dispute, features a 10-year-old protagonist, includes Jar Jar Binks, oh, I mentioned him, sorry, and still thought, yeah, this is the way. And I respect that. That kind of conviction, you have to respect it. The man took risks, and whether they landed or not, The Phantom Menace is never boring. It's weird, ambitious, it's George Lucas doing exactly what he wanted to do. And that authenticity is kind of beautiful. So, is The Phantom Menace the perfect movie? No, not even close. Could I probably do another half an hour of The Phantom Menace? Yes. But is it the best prequel? Honestly, I kind of think so. I really do. It's got the biggest imagination, most distinct visual style, and a kind of raw, earnest creativity that the later prequels sometimes traded for polish. It dared to do something different, and that alone makes it worth defending. So next time you visit the prequels, give Phantom Menace another shot with open eyes, open ears, and an open heart. Because in a galaxy full of clones, it stands alone. If you like this video, or you just appreciate the fact that I'm trying to make the case for the Phantom Menace, then please consider subscribing. It would really help me out. Get in the comments, let me know, is Phantom Menace underrated, or am I just being nostalgic? May the Force be with you.